All right, business math people. We're looking at section 4.4 today, installment loans. What installment loans or installment payments help you do is buy something that is cost a fair bit of money and allows you to pay it off for a longer period of time. So it's paying it back in payments. Some of the things that we're going to be talking about: down payment, finance charge, and installment price. We'll talk about those here shortly. Okay, so what's going to happen here is, let's say you want to buy a computer. Some of you are going into college the next year or two. You're going to be making some bigger purchases, and you may not have the money to pay for it all right away, right? And so you'll say, okay, yeah, I want to buy this computer, but I want to pay it off, over a longer period of time. It's easier for me to do it that way. Okay, so you want to figure out, all right, how much is this actually going to cost me in the long run? That would be the installment price, and then the finance charge is how much more it is. Okay, so to figure out how much it's going to cost us, what we're going to do is we have this, we're going to add up all of the payments that we're going to make. Okay, so we have the $100 down. Okay, that's our down payment. Okay, so that's going into it. All right, so this is our down payment. Whenever you say that down, that's the down payment. That's how much you pay up front. Okay, and then it says we've got $38 for 36 months. So $38 per month for 36 months. Okay, and so that's what we pay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 38 and multiply it by 36. All right, and we do that when we get an answer of $1,368. Okay, so that's how much we've paid over the course of the 36 months. We add in our down payment. Okay, and that gives us a total of $1,468. All right. So this is the installment price. All right, and so for us to figure out the finance charge, we would then subtract out the original cost, which was $1,200, which gives us $268 for our finance charge. Okay, so this would be our finance charge. This is our installment price. Okay, so take the amount we're paying per month times the amount of months that we have to make payments, add in the down payment, and we have our installment price. Okay. Now what also is going to happen is they're going to say, okay, you bought something, you paid this money down, you're going to pay it for 16 months. What should your monthly payments be? So in this case, we're going to use a set of water skis. We got a smaller number here. That's all right. The same idea happens. So the total cost of the skis is $190, right? When we make that down payment, we subtract that out. So the amount of money we have to pay over in this case, 16 months is $140. All right, so that's what has to be covered in this next 16 months. So we're going to take $140. We're going to divide that by 16 months. When we do that, we get an answer of $8.75. That is the amount we have to pay per month. Okay, so fairly simple to figure out the monthly installment payments. We're going to subtract our total cost minus our down payment, then divide by however many months we are borrowing for, and that gets us our amount that we have to pay per month. Okay, now this next problem, this next set here, we're going to use Excel for. Okay, what Excel, and then what this happens is here with installment loans. Okay, where you borrow money over a simple interest payment, and it gives you amount of your monthly payments, and they'll ask you for the amount of interest that's paid, the amount that's applied to the principal, and the new balance for each month. All right, so this could be something similar to that if you're paying off college loans in the future, kind of how this kind of works here. So what we're going to do is you're going to create a table that looks like the one right here. Okay, now for this problem, the balance, the original balance I have, in this case is $1,000, so that shows up here. It gives us our monthly payments. In this case, it's $90.26. So our monthly payments, those will stay the same. You can drag those out for the entire 12 months there. All right, so now what Excel will help us do is create and show how the balance decreases each time. So for the interest payment column where my cursor's highlighted here, we're going to type in equals, okay, so that it calculates us there our percentage, which is 15%, so that's 0.15. We're going to divide that by 12. We divide it by however many months we're having the interest for. In this case, it's 1 year. Divide that by 12, and then we are going to multiply that by the balance that shows up. Okay, so in this case, I hit the star. I'm going to click this balance, and I'll hit enter, and our interest payment is $12.50. Then our applied to principal column, we're going to hit equals. That becomes the monthly payment. So C4, subtract our interest payment. That gives us this value, $77.76. And then our new balance becomes equals the original balance minus this applied to principal. We hit equals there. After the first month, this is our new balance on our account. All right, we can reapply the same process here. So that's equals 0.15 divided by 12 times our new balance. See how that value changes? Okay, it's a little bit less because we have less of a balance. And then we have this is equal to our monthly payment minus our interest payment. And we can continue going through this step by step. Now what is good is we can highlight this and we can drag this down this way and highlight these two and highlight these two and drag these down this way, and then highlight these two there, drag that down there, and all of a sudden now our table gets filled out, and you'll see at the end, you see how these values go down each time and so forth, and by the end of the 12 months you'll see that our principal ends up being a negative value because we end up paying we ended up paying a little bit too much that last time, and that's okay. It means they owe you 2 cents. Alrighty, so use Excel for installment loans. Those are problems, essentially problems 17 through 28 on your assignment. So use this Excel format to help yourselves out. It goes a lot quicker, does the math for you on that aspect there. All right, so have a good day, and we'll see. If you have questions, let me know. We'll see you tomorrow.